Mercari updated their terms of service around 6 days ago, and it has been basically almost a week since that update. And there have been a lot of sellers who quit Mercari or are continuing to sell on Mercari, like I am. I've had 2 sales on Mercari with this new format, so I'll be able to tell you what my experience with it is and just my thoughts of this, of what I'm seeing in the community about Mercari since this update. So if you're not aware by now, just gonna give you a short rundown. Mercari updated 0% selling fees on their platform 6 days ago, and a lot of people were, I don't know, happy about it or just confused of how everything would work. And in this video, I do want to clear some things up as to who pays the return shipping and all that stuff. So first of all, here are 2 examples that I have with sales on Mercari with this new format. As you can see in both of these pictures, if I end up putting them right here, one of them was for a $10 sale and the other one was for a $75 sale. Now, the Vapor Max that I sold that same day that the new terms of service took effect. And as you can see, I took an offer of $75. And as you can see in the breakdown as well, the buyer paid everything, the $75, that's what I end up getting. And then all the fees, which is the processing fee, the tax, service charge, and I forgot what the other thing is. And as you see in the $10 one, of course, as usual, I get the $10 one and then they pay all the same fees. But the difference that you see between both of them is where it'll make the biggest difference is the tax. Because if you see the $75 one, they charge the buyer almost $9 of tax, and the $10 one, about $1.83. I don't have the pictures in front of me, so I can't really say. So that's where buyers are probably going to see the biggest hurdle with it. Of course, the shipping is something that's already advertised when they buy the item, so there's not really much of a difference there. But that's where buyers will be getting the biggest surprise from it if they're not aware of this new change. Now, what I'm seeing in the community about this is that some people, they're completely quitting Mercari over this. And the reason they're quitting Mercari over this is because they don't like the new format, or it's too confusing for them, or it's still charging them. And there's others who are just quitting because they don't want to pay $2 to get their money out. Now, on Instagram, there's another seller that I do follow. She ended up posting a chart that shows that even with this new format, Mercari is actually cheaper even if you have to pay to get your money out. And in a way, it does make sense. You're only paying $2 to get, say, $100 out. And when it comes to fees, you're not paying no fees at all. So that means you can actually lower your price, and if someone sends you an acceptable offer, you get all that money. Now, yes, I don't know if this is a great business practice because, you know, putting everything to the buyers, that is very unappealing to them, because I have been seeing a lot of posts as well where buyers are actually asking sellers to cancel the orders because they say that they were not aware of these new fees when they are purchasing items. And while I don't know what exactly Mercari is doing to promote the new information over to buyers, because I know we sellers, we got the email, we got all that, but what are buyers actually getting? I have bought stuff on Mercari before, but I have not gotten anything as a buyer to show me that how this is going to work for buying on Mercari now. Of course, for selling, completely different, but for buying, I didn't get no info at all. Now, when it comes to returns, Mercari is still paying those returns. And the way that I saw it is that Mercari will give you 24 hours from the time of delivery via that tracking number that they provide, to provide them with information if a buyer either does a switcheroo, is damaged, or that kind of stuff. And you have to do it within 24 hours of that item being shown as delivered. So that is a big downfall, because if you're like me, I have a PO box. That's what I use for my return address for everything. And say the item gets delivered on the weekend, does Mercari count the weekend as a whole day? And then I'm basically out in case they do the switcheroo. Unfortunately, that's one of the biggest downfall that I see with this, or at least one of them. And if it gets delivered during the week, make sure to get it that day or really quick, because if somebody does a switcheroo or any of that, you might be out of luck, unfortunately. So to answer one of the biggest questions, like I said earlier, yes, Mercari does pay the return shipping for you guys. You know, I'm still not a fan of the return for any reasons, but you know, what can you do? It's their marketplace. Now, other than your small little post on Mercari's new page, which by the way, they actually ended up wiping, and they completely redone their whole Instagram page from what I saw, because I remember there were a lot more posts, and now from what I remember though, it was around 8 posts that I saw. I don't know if they added more since, but yeah, they completely wiped their Instagram page. So I think this is a new fresh start for them. At least that's what they're thinking. And they're trying out a concept that basically hasn't been tried. I think some people in my comment section of my previous video, they mentioned that Vinted and Krusty, something like that, that they have low fees as well. And since I don't sell on those platforms, I have no experience with it. So Mercari is really the only experience I have with 0% selling fee or anything near it, other than Facebook Marketplace. But well, you know how that marketplace went, if you're not still selling there, of course. A lot of sellers are saying that this is a very bad business move on Mercari. And let me know if you agree on the comments below. Is this a bad business move for Mercari? I don't know if it is. I mean, you know, we're in a small business, you know, we do the reselling stuff. But for a major corporation, or is it a major corporation? Just call it a reselling market. Is it good for them? You know, I know for us, it's actually really good. It's appealing for sellers because no selling fee. But will Mercari end up losing buyers from this? I know that there are some people in my comment section, again, from my previous video, that they were Mercari buyers before. But a lot of them are saying that they are not going to be shopping on Mercari anymore because of those extra fees. And again, while I understand for the higher priced items, because the tax, if they charge tax in your state, yeah, that's going to be a big difference, because you're, on top of paying shipping, if your buyer charges shipping, you're going to be paying another almost shipping price for that item. $100, you might have to pay another $10 on top of your shipping of whatever it is. Now for lower priced items, different story. That might still be good, because as you saw in that $10 sale, I think they just charge her like $2 for $2 for tax. I ended up charging the buyer $5 for shipping using Mercari's label, because that's what they charge for an 8-ounce raid. And then of course the processing fee and everything, I think it still ended up coming about to like, I think it was $16. I don't exactly remember. I don't have the number right here on my screen. But for lower priced item, I think it's still a very good option, especially if you get stuff for like 50 cents. That's something people still want, you know, $10, and then plus all that. Why not? You know, give it a try. So should sellers be quitting Mercari over this? I don't believe so. I think that you should still be selling on Mercari because it is still a viable marketplace. How viable? I have no idea, because I don't know what their user base is now. I know it's way less than Poshmark, I believe. I don't know, but it's my third best selling platform, so you know, there's that. But continue selling on Mercari. I know it might seem bad right now if you're still confused about how everything works. You're mad about the $2 withdrawal fee to get your money out, returns for any reasons. Unfortunately, that's their marketplace. They can do that if they want, and if you agree to return the service, that's what you agree to. And yeah, it sucks. eBay has it even worse. You know, even if you do everything correctly, they still allow return, and you have to pay the return shipping. At least Mercari is paying the return shipping for this. But yeah, guys, I know I went a little rant and completely random at times on this video, but I just wanted to give you a short little update about what the status of Mercari is, at least from my experiences. I've only had 2 sales since then. Yeah, no, I've had 3 sales actually. Yeah, 3 sales since then. These are the only 2 that have actually been delivered and I already got it paid out for. I actually have one more sale that I've just shipped out yesterday, so I'm still waiting on that one. That's really all I got for this. If you guys have any additional comments you want to express, leave them in the comments below. And if you want me to reply in a short video about it, like what I might think about it, yeah, just let me know. I try to reply in short videos as well, to, you know, it's better sometimes to see it in the video than writing it in text. But yeah, guys, this is just how the reselling game is. If they want to change something, they can change something because it's their marketplace. It's just like eBay. Every I think it's spring and winter. I believe fall too, right? I don't remember. But I know every spring and winter they always have a seller update. And some people are happy with it, some people are not. But they are still continuing to sell on the marketplaces. And that's just how it is. We have to play their game. We don't have no choice in it. We can express our concerns, and hopefully they're loud enough that they'll change it back. But so far, I'm liking this 0% selling fee. I can actually send offers for less than what I was originally wanting to, and I'll still get a give or take about the same money. But yeah, at the end, the buyer will have to pay, and I am risking that cancellation request if they're not aware that they have to pay the fees. But yeah, guys, so that's really all I got. If you ended up liking this video, make sure you give it a like. It would definitely help me out. And if you want to see more videos about this, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It'll let you know when I come out with new videos about any topic that I find. It's Mercari's game, guys, and we gotta play their game just like eBay's game, Poshmark's game, Grail's game, and Depop's game. Whatever changes they do is because they want to do it, and we have to follow their rules. And if you haven't seen my previous video about what these new changes were, make sure you click on this video right here. It will basically explain everything that happened with Mercari's 0% selling fee terms of service change. See you for the next one.